What's happening, guys? It's Game Walkthroughs 22 here, and I'm going to be doing a review on all of the Jakks specific World Nintendo figures that I own. So I'm going to be starting with, I'm pretty much going to be doing all the figures I have from each wave. So as of right now, I have waves 1 through 3, but even though I have the first 3 waves, not all of them are complete. The only complete wave I have is the first wave, so I'm going to be going from size, from order of size, so start with 2.5 inch, then 4 inch, and then 6 inch. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you can see, these are the 2.5 inch figures from the first wave. These are all 6 of them, and I'm going to be telling you guys about them, my thoughts about them, and whether I recommend them or not. So, unfortunately, I no longer have the packages because I've had these for roughly a year now, and I threw all the packages away, but I did bring up one of their packages on Google.com, so you can just take a look at an example. So here is the packaging for Ice Luigi. All the figures in Wave 1, the 2.5 inch figures, have this same packaging. It's just red, and there's a picture of Mario and the World of Nintendo logo, and it has the character's name, and it displays the character in a window box. It has the Super Mario logo, except the difference is with Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, the packaging is yellow, and there's a picture of Donkey Kong eating a banana, or holding a banana, and then there's Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze on the bottom of where the figure is displayed in the window box, the window packaging. And then I can't show the back, but on the back I would show another picture. It would show a nice picture of the character from artwork, and it would have a little bio about the description of that character, and then it would show all the other figures they can get in that specific wave. And sorry if you guys see, there's like, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have like dust on this shelf. I really have to dust this shelf. If I apologize, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is dust on this shelf. Just see, yeah, you can see dust. I apologize. I will dust that off as soon as I can. But anyway, let's get right into the figures. So as you can see, this first wave consists of Fire Mario, Ice Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong. So I'm going to be going from left to right. We're going to be starting with Fire Mario and ending with Diddy Kong. And the reason I'm not doing separate videos for the 2.5 inch figures is because, honestly, there's really not much to be said about them. They're just little 2.5 inch figures with about 2 to 3 points of articulation, and there's really not much to say about them, so that's why all the 2.5 inch figures for each wave are going to be in just one video. So let's start with Fire Mario. So Fire Mario looks very nice. He looks just like Mario from the current games, and his detail looks amazing. It looks spot on. As you can see, there's a little black smudge right there on underneath his, if it was character perspective, it would be his right eye, underneath his right eyebrow. Got the M on the top, got the nice white and red paint with the brown for his shoes and the white for his gloves. Got the nice black mustache and nice brown for his hair, his ears. Got the yellow buttons on his overalls. He just looks amazing. And bottom of his feet got like some numbers and letters. I don't know what that is. And then it says Jakks China on the bottom of his one foot. So like I mentioned before, these figures have very limited articulation. So with Fire Mario, you can move his head from side to side. He can't go 360 degrees. His articulation in his head is limited. And you can move both of his arms, and they just go around like that. And this one, you can't really do 360 degrees. It just goes back, and then it goes forth. And there's no articulation in his legs. No ankle articulation, no wrist articulation. That's all the articulation on Fire Mario, but he's a really great figure. These figures are really not really meant to be played with. They're really more for like display. They're kind of more for like the adult collectors, in my opinion, just to display on your shelf. And they do have some play value to them, but they're definitely not the most articulated figures, that's for sure. But they're really nice display pieces. I really like how this first wave turned out. Next we have probably one of my favorites in this wave, if not possibly my favorite, Ice Luigi. So Ice Luigi, he looks amazing. Looks just like Luigi. Jakks Pacific really did a good job on this Luigi figure. You can see the blue in his eyes and his big nose and his mustache that sort of curls up, and then his hat is blue with the green L on it. White for his gloves, and then the green for his overalls, and then the yellow for his buttons, and his brown shoes, and the bottom of his feet, kind of the same thing going on as Mario. And overall, he just looks amazing. So, for articulation, his head goes 360 degrees, unlike Fire Mario's. And then you can twist his arms, and they both go 360 degrees. So, and that's all the articulation for Luigi. So, Fire Mario, 3 points of articulation. Ice Luigi, 3 points of articulation. And Fire Mario and Ice Luigi just look amazing. Now we have Wario. Hold on a sec, guys. Don't you hate when parents interrupt? It's so annoying, isn't it? Anyway, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, Wario, he looks amazing. Pretty much spot on to what he looks like in the games today. With the nice blue W on his hat, and then big pink nose, and his black zigzag mustache, the nice evil looking eyes, and his mouth is wide open, which I think is kind of funny. His pointed ears kind of remind me of an elf, and then his short sleeve yellow shirt, his purple overalls, and his white buttons, and his green shoes. And then you've got the W on the back of his gloves, which is nice. So they did a really nice job on this figure. I really like how this Wario figure turned out. So for articulation, his head moves a little bit. It's kind of like on a ball joint. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like on a ball joint. It really just moves like, really just like from here to there. There's really not much movement in his head. And then his arms, they do go 360 degrees. So, but other than that, very nice Wario figure. Really like how it turned out. And then we have, this might actually be my favorite figure in this wave, Waluigi. Looks amazing. Very accurate to the games. Got the nice pink, like pointy nose, a little longer than Wario's, and got light blue underneath his eyes. Got his purple hat and the upside down yellow L, and then even got the upside down L's on the back of his gloves, which is nice. Got like, I think these are like black overalls, and then yellow buttons. Got his nice like really skinny pointed head, and then his long skinny pointed ears, his hair, his orange shoes. He looks amazing. He looks just like Waluigi. And then articulation, his head goes from side to side, and his arms go 360 degrees all around. And that's all there is to Waluigi. I'd say he's probably my favorite in this wave, because he just looks amazing. And we haven't gotten too many Waluigi figures over the years, except for the little, like, 2.5-inch Waluigi that we got in Series 4 of the Popco figures that have no articulation. They're just like statues. But they're still, I guess, nice display figures. And then we have Donkey Kong, which he also looks amazing, spot on to what he looks like in the games today. You can see nice little touches that you can actually see, like, he has fur, so that was a nice touch, Jakks specific. On his face, he's got his big mouth, his ears, his I want to say, like, ice cream cone shaped head, or like ice cream scoop shaped head. What I like to call it. And his tie, his red tie with the yellow D and K on it. On his feet, and he just looks amazing. And articulation is his head moves a little bit, but it's very limited. And then his arms go 360 degrees. And unlike Fire Mario, Ice Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi, you can also move his legs 360 degrees, but they're stuck in this like bent position, but you can still move them, which is pretty cool. Wasn't needed, but so he has 5 points of articulation, so that's cool. And then finally we have Diddy Kong. Whoops. I'm trying to get DK to stand up again. Come on, DK, work with me, buddy. There we go. Alright, then finally we have Diddy Kong. Now, Diddy, his detail, again, is pretty spot on. Looks just like Diddy Kong. Nice eyes and mouth and ears, and got his shirt with the yellow stars on it. And got his Nintendo cap. Got his red cap with the Nintendo logo on it. I don't know if you can really see it that well. There we go, the camera just focused. And he just looks amazing. There's this little tail. It's kind of like a hook. You can like hook him onto your finger. It's kind of cool. And then articulation. His articulation is definitely the least of all 6 of the figures. Only his arms move. So this arm moves 360 degrees, and then this arm just moves up and then back to its original position. There's supposedly articulation in his head, but when I first got this figure, I twisted his head and it snapped right off. So, piece of advice, if you get this figure, don't try to twist its head unless yours actually is able to twist, but mine doesn't. So my mom had to glue it back on, and his head hasn't broken off since. So overall, this first wave of 2.5-inch figures looks amazing. It blew me away when I first saw these in stores a year ago. Thought these were some of the best some of the best Mario figures that we've gotten in years with articulation. So I definitely have to say that my favorite in this wave is probably Waluigi. And that's really it. I highly recommend these figures. That's really all I can say. So next time we're going to be taking a look at, the Wave 1 4-inch figures, starting with the Mario. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later.